Welcome everybody to Funeral Nation episode 200 and something, because I did not prep and I don't know what episode number it is, so they'll throw it on the screen. But episode 200 and something, which Jeff is pretty freaking impressive in itself. But that is Jeff, the Funeral Commander Harbeson. I am Ryan Thogmartin. We have two stud guests today because we are breaking news, because I feel like that's what Funeral Nation has done over the last 7 years is break news. So I'm gonna let everybody introduce themselves. Jeff, you and I don't really need an introduction. We're your celebrity and I'm a sidekick. But let's start with Jamie and then we'll go to Charlie.
Jamie Meredith, for those of you that don't know me, I work with a fabulous company, the best in funeral service. It's C&J Financial, and we've been helping funeral homes eliminate the challenges and cash flow delay in processing insurance death claims for about 19 years now. So there you go.
And I guess that's me. I'm Charlie. Charlie Cole, the CEO of Tribute Technology. I will not debate Jamie as the best in funeral service. I'll go ahead and take second. I'm happy to be. But Tribute Technology is the leading provider of technology solutions across the funeral profession, websites, management service, systems, you name it. But yeah, we're excited to break this news with you, Ryan and Jeff. Thanks for having us.
Well, we can't go forward without talking about the fuel that makes Funeral Nation go. So, Jeff, what is that?
That's C&J. It's jet fuel for Funeral Nation. And it's interesting, Ryan, you were talking about 200 plus episodes. We're actually creeping really close to 300. And when you look over the years, this is probably, in my view, one of the blockbuster announcements we've come up with. If you look over, since 2014, is that correct? Or 15?
2015, 15. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is a big one.
We can't do math. It's been 8 years.
Yeah.
No, I can't do math. It's been 9 years, Jeff. 9 years. Golly. We're just out of potty training and we're, headed to sixth grade or something like that. I don't know.
Jamie and Charlie, which one of you guys want to make the big announcement?
Jamie, you got to go first, Jamie, because, first I'm happy.
Well, be happy to kind of break the news here on Funeral Nation, and thanks again for allowing us the opportunity to do this, guys. C&J's been privileged to partner with you on Funeral Nation for, gosh, I guess since you guys created the thing in whatever year that was, 2013, 14, 15, who knows? But it's been incredible to see what you guys have accomplished over the years. And the impact that you two specifically have had on funeral service has just been incredible. And more than that, I appreciate your friendship more than anything else, guys. Respect both of you very much. And again, thanks for having us on. And Charlie, thanks for joining us. C&J and Tribute has a huge announcement to make, one that is a partnership that's been in the works for a little while. And could not be more pleased to announce that C&J is now the preferred partner with Tribute Technology as their insurance assignment funding provider. And I'll kind of let Charlie take it from there and kind of share with the audience and specifically Tribute customers in particular, which this partnership will affect obviously the most, kind of how this partnership looks and the way that it's going to work and that kind of thing. So Charlie?
Yeah, thanks, Jamie. And so we've really sort of made our core focus to partner with the best in the death care profession. And we also have our core businesses, because our core businesses are building the best websites in the funeral profession, having the best management software in the funeral profession. And we've always sort of had these other kind of areas of focus that in some ways can dilute those kind of core areas. And so we've made the decision to basically take over the operations for our Tribute Insurance Assignments division. And we've now sold that over to the C&J team. What does that mean for Tribute customers? Not a lot. Tribute customers will be able to perform the exact same ways they have in the past. C&J will be supporting you. So the entire process should be seamless for Tribute customers, but it means that C&J will be our preferred partner moving forward. And we'll continue to partner with them to make sure that our customers have access to the best insurance assignments in the profession, and also support our existing customers as we have in the past. And so we're we're thrilled about this for a number of reasons, Ryan. And so again, thanks for letting us kind of break it here.
Absolutely. Well, I think one of the number one questions that's going to be asked from this is like, how am I as a TIA customer now going to be affected by this? And Charlie said not a lot's going to change. So Jamie, I want to ask you like rates and different things like that. Like, walk us through what that's going to look like.
I think Charlie said it perfectly. There's really not going to be a lot change from the TIA user standpoint. So whatever platform that they're currently using with Tribute, whether it's SRS, FrontRunner, the Tribute main platforms, claim submission works exactly the same way. Of course, as everybody knows that uses those programs, they were fully integrated with Tribute insurance assignments. So the ease of submitting assignments is super, super simple. Literally all of the death record information flows over. They push the insurance assignment button. They print off the assignment form. The main difference that the customer is going to see on the onset is when the PDF downloads and it doesn't say Tribute Insurance Assignments anymore. It will say C&J Financial. Literally, that's the only difference. Rates, processes, uploading documents, checking status of the claims, everything remains exactly the same. So basically, C&J has just replaced the integration that they had with their own processing company, Tribute Insurance Assignments, and we're handling all the back end aspects of that. And so we're super excited to be able to do that and be able to offer this to Tribute customers. And another thing for C&J customers, while we don't quite have as many customers as Tribute does, we still have thousands of our own customers nationwide. Those that are currently using both C&J and a Tribute platform will now have the ability to submit their C&J insurance assignments directly through their software management system. So even streamlining the process a little further for those that we already share a similar customer. So some really cool things that works there.
That's fantastic. Let's be honest. This is a different narrative, Charlie, coming from Tribute. Typically, when we've had you on, it's announcing an acquisition of some sort. Not you having a piece acquired by somebody else. So how does this partnership and acquisition from C&J help Tribute be stronger in the marketplace moving forward?
So it's really two reasons. And one I think is very obvious and direct, and one is a little bit more subtle. The subtle one is, I think at times, Ryan, Tribute's desire to sort of expand and kind of get bigger horizontally has led to distraction. And I really want this to serve as an announcement to the funeral profession that we know who we are, right? And Tribute Technology is going to be just that. We're going to be a technology provider. And by being able to have that much more investment in our core platforms, in our core management software, in our core website platforms, in our core Ad Perfect offerings, it's just going to make us better, right? And then that leaves the question, which is, okay, if you're going to focus on that, what aren't you going to do? And you'll notice that we've never gotten into casket manufacturing. We are who we are and we are who we're not. And so this will allow us to focus, but more importantly, beyond that focus, we will be able to invest that much more in our core tech platforms. And I think that's really the kind of the more subtle reason. The obvious reason is we always do try to partner with the best, right? We always want to, for the things we're not going to do, who are the channel partners that we can partner with specifically to go to market as a team. And that's what honestly excites me the most about this. Jamie and I have been talking about this for a long time, and the ability for us to do events together, to share customers together, to support customers together, I just think is so important. And it makes sort of the tandem of both Tribute and C&J, frankly, that much more powerful than anyone else in the market. When you have the combined marketing efforts of our two organizations and the things we can do together, both from the fact that C&J can now influence our management software roadmap from what they're hearing in the market, right? I just think that makes us, frankly, a tandem that's unique in the space. And that's, I think, the obvious offering to the funeral profession that will have the most impact.
What
Sure,
about from your perspective, Jamie? Oh, go ahead, Jeff.
I'm sorry. I was just thinking, Charlie, it's also for everyone here, it's a win for the funeral professional. This is a huge win particularly with Tribute and the technology, and C&J with performance and technology together, serving families. This has always been an integral part. And by having this sort of access and ability combined is really a strong process.
Yeah. And I think, Jeff, from my perspective, one of the interesting aspects of being a technology provider is if we're doing our job extremely well, if we're doing it, if Tribute Technology is doing everything perfectly, we're basically anonymous to the families, right? Because we want the funeral home professionals to sort of get all the credit. We want the funeral home to be the center of attention along with the family. And knowing that is our goal, and I think that's the goal of any good technology provider, it's kind of the guy behind the guy. And I think to that end, this partnership allows us to do it that much more. Because I know, Jamie, C&J has always been about sort of relieving the hassle, right? And getting this in a more kind of systemic way. And so I know you kind of always felt the same way about that.
No, 100%. And from our perspective at C&J, Ryan and Jeff, it's pretty simple. This opportunity allows us to be able to offer our services to a greater audience than we have before, and allow us to carry out our mission, which is actually, unlike Tribute, which they are involved in multiple businesses, we have a singular focus at C&J. We do one thing and one thing only. That's why we're the leader in the industry in processing and funding insurance assignments. Our goal at C&J is to eliminate the hassle, headache, and cash flow delay that funeral homes have in processing insurance death claims. But I'm going to address something that Jeff said, that we really need to make sure that the message is clear on what this partnership truly represents. Funeral directors don't care that two powerhouse companies came together. Let's face it. Although, Charlie's a good-looking guy and I'm even better looking, people don't care that Tribute and C&J came together, right? They could give a flip. All they care about is that it makes a difference in their world. And that's what we want to focus on here. This partnership and the two companies coming together strengthens the ability of the funeral home to serve their family better, which again is our second focus at C&J. Once we eliminate the challenges that funeral homes have in processing insurance death claims, they can then focus more time, effort, and energy on serving the family, which gives the family a greater experience at the funeral home. And to Charlie's point, we're here to serve funeral homes. They're not here to serve us. And if we can make processing and funding an insurance policy a little easier for the funeral home, fabulous. That's what we're here to do, so that the family can honor their loved one in the means that they want to.
Sure, and a byproduct of this service, especially combined, with the technology, the byproduct is going to be elimination of accounts receivables and cash flow to funeral homes, which strengthens their financial position to help them serve better, because it takes that cash influx in order to continue doing a great job.
Absolutely. And the way that we kind of look at it, and I don't mean to dominate the conversation here, Charlie, but Jeff, you're a funeral director, you own funeral homes. If a family walked into your funeral home and had a life insurance policy in one hand and a checkbook in the other, what do you think the average funeral director, what direction are they going to typically steer that family?
I would say from past experience in the old days, they look at the check.
Well, sure. Well, and the reason is it's easy, right? It's simple.
Yeah. And I can tell you, as a not only as a person that works with C&J, but I have been a recipient of C&J services on my own, and it's incredible, to have that weight lifted. Jamie, you have a great story, and there's literally, I would say, thousands, hundreds of thousands of stories from families where the life insurance made a difference in the tribute, if you will, Charlie, the tribute to their loved one's life that they lived. And so it gives an opportunity not only for the funeral home to be able to offer more services that a family can choose from, but the family also, at the same time, has unlimited resources or has resources to do the things that they feel are appropriate to memorialize their loved one.
And that's why we exist, is to help funeral homes eliminate those challenges so that the family can purchase the goods and services that they want, which in turn gives the funeral home or the family a better experience at the funeral home, which is a win-win for everybody.
Right.
Love it. And that's that. I think that's it. It's a win-win for everybody. And this is a win for funeral service.
Yep.
All the way around. And it's always great to be able to make those announcements. So gentlemen, thank you so much for what you do on a daily basis, coming together like this and coming on Funeral Nation to make the announcement.
Thanks, guys. Congrats on episode 200 and whatever.
That's it.
Or close to
Maybe that's
300, whatever that is.
whatever.
And
Good
y'all just
stuff.
y'all get out the calculator and figure out. Really would like to see how many episodes there actually were and what year y'all actually did start.
We started in October of 2015, and we are like I think this is actually 270 something. So
wow.
something.
And even think of that, Jeff didn't even have gray hair back then. That's amazing.
No, there were a few of them. You know, as long as it doesn't turn loose, Jamie, I don't care if it turns white.
Right there. Right there.
Well, you know, and we can share with you guys and the few people watching this, the thousands that are watching this. But you know, the first couple episodes, the mistake was that we let Jeff drink while we recorded the episode, and we had these things so scripted that
I wasn't there with Jeff, but I actually heard that there were a couple of 2 or 3 rums and a cigar, buddy, and you were feeling quite well.
Yeah, I was prone to preach the gospel at times, and we decided to Diet Dr. Pepper looked just like rum on video. Leave it alone.
Amen and amen.
That's
well,
it.
thank you again,
all right,
guys.
gentlemen.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, and congratulations.
Appreciate
That's
it.
it. That's
Thank
it.
you.
You got it. All right. Until next time, have a great effing week.
Out here.